woman with the issue of blood was tired of bleeding.
Amen.
That's why she did something in desperation.
Right.
She wasn't supposed to touch the priest. She wasn't even supposed to be around a crowd of people. But she decided that my situation was more important to me than everybody else's opinion of me.
Amen.
Can you hear me? When the man who was crying out and he kept saying, Son of David, and they was telling him, shut up. Be quiet. He kept crying out until Jesus responded to him. He didn't care what the crowd thought because he wasn't trying to get to the crowd. He was trying to get to Jesus. See, the problem is we so worried about what our neighbor think that we sit here and won't go to God like we supposed to. Because we don't want nobody to know what we going through. We don't want nobody to see us go through deliverance. We don't want to see that we need a healing. But look at your neighbor and say, everybody need to be healed. Everybody need to be delivered. See, I need to be healed. I need to be delivered. I can't look down on you and say, oh, how you need to be healed, because next week I might be in the same line or the same place or the same position as you. Look at your neighbor. Say, neighbor, I don't care what you've been going through. God said I'm about to bring you out of this thing. The enemy wants you to shut up and he wants you to shut down. But God said this is the season when you need to get up off of your butt and start chasing what God said he got for you. You got to stop making excuses after excuse after excuse. I ain't got no help. You got Jesus. I ain't got nobody. You got Jesus. Stop lying and say you ain't got nobody, because the word say when your mother and father forsake you, then I'll take you up. He said I'll never leave you, nor I'll forsake you. So even though I feel like I'm by myself, I got to know deep down inside, in the pit of my belly, that I am with the Lord. Look at your neighbor. Say, neighbor, I'm about to come out of this. Yeah, he want me to stay down, but God says it's time for me to get up. Look at your other neighbor. Say, neighbor, you about to come out of this week. Not next week. This week. So you got to make a claim. See, the problem is we don't understand how to claim nothing because we going by what we see instead of what we hear. God said if I tell you to claim that this week, if nothing happens in the physical next week, it already happened in the spiritual. Because when I plant a seed, I can't expect the harvest to show up tomorrow. I got to plant the seed in the due season because there's a time coming when harvest is going to show up. But if I never put nothing in the ground, if I never plant no seeds, I ain't got to worry about the season or a time. Look at your neighbor. Say, neighbor, faith without works is dead. In other words, what I'm telling you is that you get out what you put in. So if you don't put in no work, don't expect nothing to manifest. Look at your neighbor. Say, I'm transitioning out of a quiet mind, and I'm about to get real loud. I'm going to let what's in my head come out my mouth. I need me a new car, so I claim it. I need me a new house, so I claim it. I need me a husband, so I claim it. I need me a wife, so I claim it. I need a new car, new house, new business, new me. I'm claiming it all in this season because he said the word is 90, even in my mouth. If death and life is in the power of my tongue, what are you using your power to do? I'm going to speak life into what I want, and I'm going to speak death into what I don't need in my life. Look at your neighbor. Say, I'm coming out of this one. I'm coming out of this one with more